The last time was now, but we really got to talk about that finish. This is Stevie, Toronto Stevie Live, and thank you for watching this. Like and subscribe for join my channel. Um, I'm on because Saturday night's main event was tonight, but we got to talk about that finish. It was John Cena's last night. They paid tribute all night to John Cena. Let's look at Saturday night's main event. I really appreciated the matches that took place. We'll talk about those first, and the Hall of Famers that showed up to watch the match live. And so let's get into it. Saturday night's main event. You had, I think, you had Stephanie McMahon was there. I'm not sure if it was Jesse there. If I missed it, I'm sorry, but I thought Jesse might have been there. But the show opened up with Cody Rhodes versus Oba Femi. It was the undisputed WWE champion taking on the NXT champion. This match, they really did not want to have either guy lose, and sure enough, it was Oba Femi using his power and just overpowering Cody Rhodes. Cody would fly around the ring, use these Cody cutters, trying to take down Oba Femi. But ultimately, they had Drew McIntyre run into the ring, interfere in the match, causing the disqualification. I guess Cody won by disqualification. He beat up Cody. He beat up Cody Rhodes, but Oba Femi made the save. And actually, Cody Rhodes and Oba Femi took turns beating up Drew McIntyre. Afterwards, Cody Rhodes and Oba Femi stood in the ring, paid tribute to John Cena. This would be repeated in all the matches, but this was a good way to start the match, get everyone excited in Washington, D.C. Cody Rhodes and Oba Femi go to a disqualification finish. The next match, it was one-on-one. You had Sol Ruka with Zarya taking on Bayley with Lyra Valkyria. This one, again, the theme was veterans taking on the young people. Sol Ruka, an NXT superstar, really is showed she is the future in the women's division. That move she does, the Soul Snatcher, incredible move. And I think you're looking at a future women's world champion in Sol Ruka. I know I probably said the same thing about Zoe Stark, but then she got injured. I think she's on her way back. But this was a good match. Sol Ruka was given moments to shine in this one. And she did hit the Soul Snatcher and pin Bayley to win the match. Or no, she hit the Soul Snatcher, tried to pin her, and then they did these roll-ups, and she was able to get the pin on Bayley to win the match. Great wrestling. Clearly, once that Sol Ruka gets to the main roster, whether it's Raw or SmackDown, they should really strap the rocket to her back and make her the world champion. Great match. The third match was the tag team title match. AJ Styles and Dragon Lee defending the tag team titles against Leon Slater and Javon Evans. Of course, Leon Slater is the TNA X Division champion. Or this may not have been a tag team title match. Maybe it was just a straight tag team match. But it was the champions winning. Leon Slater and Javon Evans flying around the ring, doing all incredible moves. Great wrestling again. Excited the crowd. And afterwards, after the match, all four stood in the ring, paid tribute to John Cena. Again, fantastic. Same thing with the women. After the match was over, they again took a bow, and this was a really good way, paying tribute all night. And all night we had videos of John Cena and various WWE superstars paying tribute to John Cena. I especially liked the ones with The Rock and The Undertaker, although Taker is looking kind of old. I will say that if you saw that video with Undertaker, Taker is looking pretty old. Although I'm surprised maybe Rock that Rock didn't show up. Notable absences live in the arena were in fact The Rock and Randy Orton. Um, Notable, but just and Randy Orton wasn't even on a video. You didn't even have like one of those videos. But you had everybody, heels and baby faces, paying tribute to John Cena. Among the notable people that showed up live in the arena for the Last Time Is Now match included Trish Stratus was there, Sami Zayn, Rob Van Dam. I even saw Haku there. I thought, well, that's interesting. Kevin Owens. And I'm assuming Kevin Owens, his career is over. He certainly, it was great seeing him there. And I think there might have been others off the top of my head. Mark Henry. Yes, Mark Henry. And last time you saw him was in AEW, but now he's back with WWE. I assume he's back with WWE. But Mark Henry was also there. And also Kurt Angle. People you remember when John Cena came up from OVW, his very first match in WWE was against Kurt Angle during the Ruthless Aggression era, and he slapped Kurt Angle on the face. They had a match, and Kurt Angle tapped him out with the ankle lock. But it was great to see Kurt Angle coming back as well. But the main event was, in fact, Last Time Is Now tournament final winner Gunther versus John Cena. And the very fact is that I'm sure even John Cena wanted to put Gunther over, and I'm sure that this was all along the plan. Put Gunther over, go out on his back, but the way it was executed suggested to me, and the audience was really into this match, and it really suggested to me they really should have called an audible on this one, and whatever the plan was, they really should have altered it maybe just a bit. But nonetheless, you had Gunther and John Cena. Gunther coming down to the ring. He immediately got out of the ring as soon as he got there. And then they waited a few seconds, and then John Cena's music hit. John Cena came out. He came down to the ring. He slapped hands with everybody, all the WWE Hall of Famers at ringside, and Sami Zayn, and Haku. And then he got in the ring. You had Lillian Garcia was there doing the introductions. They had one of those old school things that you used to see that at Madison Square Garden that she made the introductions with. And John Cena spent a lot of time with the introduction. And then they had the match with Gunther going back to the sleeper hold and the power bombs all night throughout the match. But you had John Cena countering, getting out of it. You had him hitting attitude adjustments. At one point, Gunther took the stairs, positioned them next to the announce table, and he was going to do a power bomb on John Cena, but John Cena turned it around, hit an attitude adjustment on Gunther through the table, went back in the ring. Gunther made a recovery, kept going back to the sleeper hold. John Cena would get out of it, he jumped up on John Cena's back, and John Cena would just walk backwards into the corner to break the hold, but Gunther kept putting the sleeper hold on. And then let's get to the finish. So so Gunther slaps the sleeper hold on John Cena. The referee, he grabs John Cena's arm, lifts it once. John Cena's arms flops. One. He does it again. The arm flops. Two. And then John Cena, when he was going to do the third one, John Cena raises his arm, and it certainly looks like he's going to make another comeback. But it was not to be. Gunther hit the elbows onto John Cena, slapped on the sleeper hole again, and at this point, you just had to look at John Cena's face, and just look at the expression on John Cena's face as he just kind of went tapped, and immediately I thought it certainly looked like John Cena knew this was a lame finish. He knew this was the wrong finish to this match. Gunther cut this promo on Raw saying he was going to make John Cena give up. And this is how it ended. John Cena gave up. And you could see the look on his face. He knew this was a terrible idea. They should have called an audible at this point. And John Cena should have just realized you don't tap out, just pass out. Have him pass out. I think much like the finish with Goldberg, that finish, and have him tap out. I think he knew this was a bad idea. And especially when Gunther basically got out of the ring and left, John Cena was left in the ring. Right away, the audience is just hitting WWE with the bullshit chants, and they didn't try and edit out the audio on the bullshit chants. But when all the superstars came down and surrounded the ring, and Shawn Michaels was there again, Triple H and Stephanie came down, at which point the audience serenaded Triple H with the "you fucked up" chants, and they did try to edit out the word "fuck," but they inundated Triple H with the "you fucked up" chants. And I have a feeling even Triple H kind of, as he was in the corner embracing John Cena, even he knew this was a bad idea. So probably not the way they wanted to end it, but I don't know. Like I'm pretty certain John Cena wanted to put Gunther over. He wanted to lose in his last match, but the way they did it is just puzzling that they would do it that way. But nonetheless, John Cena, he took a final bow. Cody Rhodes and CM Punk were there. They got in the ring. They gave their belts to John Cena. John Cena posed one last time with both of the belts, saluted the crowd with the belts, then gave the belts back to Cody Rhodes and CM Punk. And then he got out of the ring, walked up the ring, and he saluted the crowd one final time before he turned around and walked out of the arena. But I especially like all throughout the night, and even with Triple H pointed to these videos. The final one, in fact, was John Cena's parents narrating a video, which was very nice. They did it. They did it. Everything was perfect. Everything was perfect except the finish. And I have a feeling all of the post shows, everyone else is going to be talking about that finish, and specifically they should be talking about the look on John Cena's face because they should really realize this was a bad way to end it. And I think the match was good, but I'll announce it right here. I'm going to nominate the finish of the John Cena versus Gunther match, and only the finish of this match for the What the Fuck Did I Just Watch award for the 2025 Hetty Awards. Because um, you, after watching this match, how great it was, the drama that they created, and then to end it with the finish like that, you do just have to say, what the fuck did I just watch? So that's my quick look at Saturday night's main event. The last time is now John Cena's last match. Um, I know we talked about this on the show, In Your Head Wrestling Radio, that if the Saudis shove enough money under with the WWE, maybe John Cena will come back. I don't know about that. I think John Cena is going to go to Hollywood. He's probably going to go back to his film career, and that's the next time you're going to see him is probably making a movie. So this is Toronto Stevie Live. Remember to like and subscribe to my channel, Toronto Stevie Live, In Your Head Wrestling Radio, Tuesday nights at 9 p.m. with Jackie Jones and 1 Inch Biceps. And I got some feedback teasing 1 Inch Biceps with this. I'm gonna keep this 1 incher. This one's mine. You can get your own at Walmart. So have a good night, everybody. And this is to you, John Cena.